Hello again, everybody. Zach Attack is here with my WWE Raw Supershow review for the night, January 16th, 2012, aka MLK Day. Overall, tonight's Raw was okay one. I kind of liked it. Wrestling wise, was okay wrestling. We saw a lot of storyline develop, including one involving Laurinaitis and Punk could be elevating towards the Rumble, building towards a possible match between them two, especially at the end of the show, which I will get to everything in just a few moments. Now, of course, we had a little surprise appearance, kind of. Mick Foley showed up to kick off Monday Night Raw, talking about how he's back as a non-performing Raw, as a kind of a backstage guy, coming out talking about what he's been doing as of late, coming as Santa Claus, and of course that terrible "This Is Your Life" with John Cena. I'm glad everyone booed that in Anaheim. A better crowd than what was it, Corpus Christi? God, they sucked. I'll get to that in a moment. Comparing the crowd tonight to Corpus Christi. Uh, but Big Floyd talked about things about not being active in his current role in WWE, but he's like, listen, two of my kids have seen me wrestle, two haven't. And my kids now, my new kids, would like to see me wrestle. So I would love to enter the 30-man battle known as the Royal Rumble. Now, I think Foley, the last time he was in WWE, what was it, 4 years ago in 2008, Royal Rumble, he was in it at Madison Square Garden. He was out. I mean, we got eliminated. And of course, that was before he left WWE to go to TNA. So before we talk about Royal Rumble, here comes, of course, the guy who's going to face off against CM Punk at the Royal Rumble for the title, Mr. Dolph Ziggler. Talking about Mick Foley, about being a has-been, telling him to go away, and then Mick Foley counted back with some bombs about Dolph Ziggler hiding behind a woman, and everything else. So then we had, of course, CM Punk comes out, Laurinaitis comes out. They talked about everything. And the Alliance came out and said, Mick Foley, you will not be in the Royal Rumble. We ended that segment with Vicky Guerrero menacingly laughing her butt up at the fact that Mick Foley will not be in the Royal Rumble. So there you go. But Foley would later get involved in the main event, which I'll talk about, which was made. It was supposed to be a tag match main event. It was CM. Well, I'll get to all that in a moment about the main event and all that soon enough. But let's kick off with our first match of the evening, which was a tag team title rematch. We all heard over the weekend that Epico and Primo captured the WWE Tag Team Championship following a house show in Oakland, California, defeating Air Boom. And Air Boom got the rematch tonight. Definitely, I think every match tonight, besides the main event, lasted more than no match besides main event lasted more than 5 minutes. This match was a decent match for being 3 minutes long. Showed where the tag team division is still stagnant. It was an okay matchup. Hypocrite Primo got a quick victory. Doing kind of like what they did at the house show with Evan Bourne trying to do an air ball. They got distracted. They got the backstabber by Primo or Epico, whatever one. 1, 2, 3. Epico and Primo get the victory. It was a decent matchup. And basically, Evan Bourne was the guinea pig to get his butt whipped. Of course, Kofi tried to jump in Paradise and try to air boom. A boom drop, but in the end, Epico and Primo retained their titles. But our next title match would happen. Of course, as we saw last week, this match was made between Zack Ryder defending his United States Championship, defending against Jack Swagger last week. Although we saw what happened with Mr. Zack Ryder getting chokeslammed by Kane and not being cleared by the doctors, Zack Ryder still wrestled, and Laurinaitis knew about it. Laurinaitis knew that Zack Ryder wasn't able to wrestle, so instead of pulling him out of the match, Basically, Zack Ryder defended his title against Jack Swagger and got what he used to get before he became a star. A jobbing squash, basically. Zack Ryder tried to come back, but basically it was like a 3-minute squash. Jack Swagger beat the crap out of him, including 3 gut-wrench power bombs, ending, unfortunately, Zack's 15 minutes of fame. 1, 2, 3. Jack Swagger now your new United States champion, and of course, there's been a lot of rumors for months about people like Punk and Daniel Bryan and Zack Ryder losing the titles because of diminishing ratings. This is what happens, WWE. This is what happens. You denied Zack Ryder for months and months and months. And then when his internet show became popular, you finally give him a shot. You finally give him a chance to shine. And you give him the United States Championship. Not only did you only not give him enough time to have the title, you only had it. Not only did you let him have it for only a month, but you let him lose in like a 3-minute squash match after getting storyline injured by Kane. Are you serious, bro? I was worried that they're gonna make Zack Ryder be a jobber again, but we'll see what happens. But Jack Swagger will be in another match later on, which I'll address. So, like I said, Jack Swagger is your new United States champion. Boo, boo, boo. You know it. That's all I gotta say to that. Now, after that, we had a little segment from All Truth talking about the Royal Rumble. Now, he's gonna be in. And then here comes Mr. Wade Barrett interfering with All Truth. All Truth, good guy, bad guy. He's cuckoo, cuckoo, little crazy guy. Talking about going to Disneyland, and it was like the second Disneyland reference. But the night this Foley mentioned Disneyland in his segment, and All Truth did, because they're all in Anaheim, California tonight, which was a better crowd than anything. Way better crowd. And everything else. But before we get to All Truth, talk about his shit, I got to mention there was a Divas match. I didn't mention this during the attack line, and I knew about this, that Prima Donna himself, the queen of mean, not Lisa Liminelli, the queen of all media, Perez Hilton, came out to guest ring announce a Divas tag match between, it was Kelly and Eve, Alicia Fox taking on the Bellatrins, and Perez Hilton got his ass booed in front of everybody, proving that WWE cannot put a guy like Perez Hilton in WWE. I'm sorry. So Perez Hilton kind of interfered in that match, and the match was kind of stinkeroonie. All Divas matches stunk. All Divas matches sucked, and this one was the stinkiest one of all. Another quick Divas match, especially with Perez Hilton getting involved. Alicia Fox wins, raises Perez's hand. That's the whole story. So now we get to All Truth talking about the Rumble, and Wade Barrett coming out, talking about the Rumble as well. They started talking to each other about winning, and of course All Truth talking about Disneyland. And he took photos with people in costumes like in Pinocchio outfit, Donald and Mickey Mouse and Minnie. And he was taking a picture next to Pinocchio, and he said, Pinocchio told me that Wade Barrett's going to win the Rumble. And they show Pinocchio's nose grew, because we all know if Pinocchio tells a lie, his nose glows. So Wade Barrett winning the Rumble was a lie. So then we had those two talking, but here comes Miz. I saw him coming from the crowd when All Truth was talking to Wade Barrett. Here comes Truth getting attacked by the Miz coming from the crowd. And here comes Sheamus to the rescue. Then Theodore Long, since John Laurinaitis was busy talking to Cena and Eve, bitching about Zack Ryder's loss, as I mentioned, after not being cleared by the doctors and John Laurinaitis not knowing about it and not taking him out of the match. Teddy Long made an over-the-top rope challenge between All Truth, Miz, Wade Barrett, and Sheamus. Kind of a Battle Royal style match. Last one standing wins, like in the Royal Rumble. It was like a triple team. It was Miz and All Truth and Sheamus who eliminated Wade Barrett very quickly. And then it was those three, basically Miz, Sheamus, and Truth battling it out. And then Sheamus was about to do a quote kick. He was going to go over the top. But then Miz and Sheamus got double eliminated by All Truth, making All Truth the winner of this quick over-the-top rope Battle Royal challenge. So there you go. All Truth wins that challenge match. sending a message to not just Sheamus, Miz, and Barrett, but everyone entering the Rumble that that R-Truth is ready. Now, on to our next match. Now, we all know Jack Swagger did win the United States Championship. Of course, Zack Ryder's one of his main broskies, John Cena, was not happy about how it went down. So John Cena already bent up against not only what happened to Ryder, but also his conflicting issues with Kane. Not only found out he was going to face Kane in a match at the Rumble, but also heard that anyone in a match at the Rumble pay-per-view can qualify for the Rumble match itself still. So after finding that out, John Cena was put in a match against Jack Swagger. So Jack Swagger not only had to wrestle Ryder, he had to wrestle John Cena. Second no contest in the world for John Cena. Basically, it wasn't even a match. It was basically a beatdown of Jack Swagger. Because Cena's like, you're going to squash Zack Ryder, Swagger? I'm going to squash you. So basically, beat the crap out of Swagger. Went beating him outside the ring. He beat him up in the ring, then he beat him outside the ring using the steel rope, steel stairs, beating him up with the steel chairs. He's going to wham his face against a steel step, and then here comes Kane, sending a video message to Cena about the Rumble and embracing the hate and everything else. We didn't see Kane come out to wrestle, we just saw Kane on the monitor. And now, time for the bathroom break of the night. Brodus Clay coming out to battle JTG. Nothing more to say. Brodus Clay, Disco, Dynamite, Funkadelic guy. And last week, Corpus Christi didn't react to Brodus Clay. They sat on their hands like, who the hell's this guy? Tonight, you saw a lot of Somebody Called My Mama signs. Because I talked about it last week's review about Brodus Clay using Oyster Cat Miller's old theme, Somebody Called My Mama. So he saw a lot of Somebody Called My Mama signs, Team Clay, Funk Cities. At least the fans are acting on to this gimmick. But still, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinions, it is a stupid gimmick. It basically Brodus Clay, after destroying Kurt Hawkins last week, he destroyed JTG, a man who was one of the most popular guys with Shad, with Crime Time. They were one of my favorite tag teams, man. I like Crime Time. But ever since Shad got released, JTG's been floundering. I would not be surprised if JTG does get fired this year. I would not be surprised. So Brodus Clay, basically another big squash over JTG. Clay, Funkasaurus, wins this match in quick fashion. Now on to our main event. As mentioned, General Laurinaitis made this match. It was supposed to be a tag match. CM Punk teaming out with Daniel Bryan, take on Mark Henry and Dolph Ziggler. Then Laurinaitis added David Otunga to the match and Chris Jericho to the match. We were like, yeah, Chris Jericho's finally going to wrestle. Well, it was more like a 6-man elimination match than a 6-man tag. It was more of a 6-man tag elimination match because everyone kept leaving. But this match was pretty decent, heading towards some big feuds with the Rumble. Every guy got in, but Jericho was the first to leave because it was mostly Punk and his brother for most of the match. Bryan did too against Henry and Ziggler. No Tonga. And they tagged in Jericho, and Jericho's been doing what he's been doing. He was like, come on, doing his old pandering thing. And as if they didn't make him more pathetic like they did last week with the baby crying, Jericho got tagged in, panted in the crowd, tagged in Bryan, then left. Didn't even wrestle. So this storyline's not getting confusing, but at least the crowd booed him. So maybe he's healed, but like I said, it's still kind of confusing. Hopefully by the Rumble or after the Rumble, we'll find out what's up with this Jericho thing. I know what they're trying to do, but still, it's going slowly, but it's just kind of getting stupid. You know, last week showing him fake crying, and then this week having him tag in and then not even wrestling at all. It's kind of stupid. Then Daniel Bryan was the next to leave. He basically beat the crap out of Mark Henry, sending him to the back. So with Jericho out, walking out of the team, Daniel Bryan finding Mark Henry to the back. It was up to CM Punk, basically turned into a 2-on-1 match with Otunga and Ziggler against CM Punk. Now here comes Mick Foley. Of course, we saw Foley early in the evening about getting in the Rumble, but then he denied. So he said that Laurinaitis declared that Foley would get in this match. So Foley got in, beat the crap out of Ziggler, gave him a Sasako. 1, 2, 3, Foley and Punk win. So we think. So here comes John Laurinaitis. Reverses the decision because Foley wasn't officially in the match. Laurinaitis did not give him the right to go out there. So basically he gave the victory to Ziggler, Otunga, and Mark Henry. And then CM Punk just completely lost it. And the pipe bomb exploded again. Talk about Laurinaitis. Like, hey, Laurinaitis, you don't hate me because I'm me. You hate me because you want to be like me. You want to be the top guy. You never were. You were just a pathetic guy who was underneath the shadow of Animal from the Legion of Doom. Yeah, that's his brother. Ugh, I want to watch, baby. That's all I gotta say. So Punk's like, don't you screw me at the Rumble, but admit you're gonna screw me at the Rumble. Because Laurinaitis like, oh, I'm gonna call it down the middle. Punk's like, I know you're bullshitting. You're gonna screw me. So then Punk was gonna nail him, but then Laurinaitis ducked it. And Laurinaitis been acting all cool, but then after Foley confronted him the same way Punk did about being an egotistical, kiss-ass, dumbass, John Laurinaitis cracked. He finally cracked. He's like, I'm sick of this. I'm not gonna take it. No, I'm not gonna take it. John's not gonna take it anymore. And John finally let it up about not being respected by everybody. And he finally admitted that, yes, I have all intentions to screw with CM Punk and screw him out of the time of the Rumble. And I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna be bullied anymore. Starting with you. Grab the mic. Whammed it to Foley's face as we ended War. Laurinaitis, basically normal Mr. Nice Guy. Laurinaitis wants to play dirty. He's sick and tired of being bullied. Now he's going to fight back. Punching Foley with the microphone tonight sends a message to Punk and, of course, adds more fuel to the Laurinaitis Punk fire that's already been burning and adding towards more fire towards a possible match between Punk and Laurinaitis, especially after the Rumble. So that was like a good thing. And the good thing is, like I said, igniting the Laurinaitis Punk feud a little more with that last parting shot from Laurinaitis to Foley. And seeing that Kane feud kind of building up. Jericho looking pathetic. Clay looking like a goof. And of course, Zack Ryder losing the title. I hope he gets it back. But I'm just worried they're going to push him down again. But it was an okay, decent Raw tonight. Heading towards the Rumble. Storylines were good. Matches is okay, but okay Raw indeed. Comment your thoughts below. Comment below your thoughts on Raw. That is it for my Raw review. Thank you all very much. Have a good day. With that in mind, you've all been attacked by the review from Zach. Thank you all very much. See you all later. Oh yeah.